Got him. You asked that, but I don't think anyone answers. Like nobody answers.
Oh, that's like.
That's why I'm asking you, because it's not only.
But I redirected it. There is like a no you, but it's polite.
Styx did a lot of things.
Yes, he did all of the things.
Shut up.
He
At least I haven't died yet.
he killed those bandits good.
Alright, we should kill him.
Dude,
now.
I should
It
cut
might
off
be
your arm
metagaming, but
just
we should do it.
I should cut off your arm just to make an example of how you could do some damage.
Cut off his arm and use it as a weapon.
Yeah, that's actually gonna be more useful than
I don't know,
Styx
man.
is right now.
One day he's gonna crit everything.
Yeah.
And then I'll shut up. But until that day, I'm gonna laugh at him.
Didn't that person just ask why to introduce themselves in the introduction channel?
I think many thinks.
Well, proceed, I guess.
Coke game end.
So nobody.
I just said
Well-
Styx did fuck all.
Yeah,
He has a point.
Story wise,
we escaped
Styx did
the
fuck all.
spider thing, and then we crawled up some sewers, and then we were attacked by bandits. I almost died, but we killed them, and then
We almost lost the Bob Ross, guys.
at the end, we were being escorted to the nearest tavern.
Actually, you can be Ross Bob.
Yes.
so the man that bring you into the chariot just goes and he just goes and he talks and he's like, so how did you get there? I mean, in the territory of the Red Plague.
Oh, that's a long story, and I'm not sure if you'll actually believe it, but
Well, I mean, it would be more trustable than just saying, "Hey, I appeared here." You know.
You know, we kind of just poofed in here, yes, and you know, it just happened.
But yeah,
Hey,
goes and
buddy,
he's
we
like-
fell down a hole.
Hey, buddy, we fell down a hole.
Did
so
we
he just
actually
goes
go-
and he says, because from what I understand, you guys got mad the Red Plague.
well,
He got mad with us. I just
Yeah.
wanted to leave.
we all just wanted to leave, but he was quite dense, honestly.
Well, I mean, he's not a man of listening to others. He's more of a talkative person.
Oh.
He is not the Red Plague, not for nothing. He actually goes and makes his own decisions, and after he just poisoned most of the people that were allies to him. He is kind of a troublesome man. Problem is, we can't really lock him up because we don't have any evidence of anything. And when we do, well, they disappear.
Lovely.
Is it common knowledge that he kills his underlings?
You mean is like slaves?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, the sign that
Who
you
does?
found, and he actually points the crow, the sign of the crow that he had, and he's like, it's the sign of their band. It's they think they can reform the world as it should be, and they just believe they're what makes humanity back to right and good. But you know, they're killing people for doing that and going against the law because they think that the Red Plague should have everything and every decision.
I think this guy has a good point. No, yeah.
He's seen as some sort of god. I would see him much more as a demon of this world.
Well, from what I've seen of him, he's just a downright asshole.
Yeah,
Mm.
that you're right. I just wish we could do something about him. But you guys are kind of lucky. Normally, he takes things kind of more seriously. But I think it wasn't his main objective to keep his armory safe.
Yeah, you kicked up quite a bit of a fuss about it,
Yeah, but
especially
you didn't saw much men of his. You
only
saw
about
nine.
6.
You saw 9 soldiers, right?
I don't know.
Well, from the bodies, from what I can tell of what you saw. And
Yes,
I
of
mean,
course.
funny thing enough, he didn't send any of his stronger men to you.
Good thing he
Uh,
underestimated us, I guess.
I don't think so. He's someone that just decide to bring the strongest thing to kill you normally. That's why he always has some men at his side. But I mean, you didn't send the big guys. You probably saw them, right? The twins.
No.
They're always at his side.
I think all the people at his side we killed.
Yeah, I can't remember seeing anyone leave with him.
It was just him that left.
And he just goes and he's kind of surprised. He's like, "Really?
Yes.
That's strange. Normally the twins are with him. There's something's fishy." And he just goes and he starts to reflect. And at one point, the 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 chariot stopped, and he's like, "Well, we reached our destination, but if you don't mind, can we keep talking inside?"
Sure. Why not?
So he invites you to get out of his chariot, and you guys a tavern that seems to have really a sign what the town is. You know, like your first impression of the town was kind of bandits and how
Isn't that just nice?
it seems like
Cool, yes.
a nice tavern. Actually, it's pretty rich anyway. And, like the tables are well placed, and there seems to be kind of much people, but there doesn't seem anything strange about it. That's for Rohan, since Rohan, you got in.
I was like 99% sure that you said witch friendly for a second, but you know.
So I'm jumping up somewhere. Fuck!
Dude, you're playing Skyrim or some shit?
No, I'm jumping up the side of a wall in VR chat.
Don't.
Be
let's
quiet.
do it.
Oh,
Let's
fuck!
find a table.
So you sit down at a table, Rohan,
Yeah.
while you guys wait outside of the tavern. From what I can
Sure.
understand, I don't know. The man is holding the door for you, but you guys.
I don't want to come in.
Okay. So Rohan, as you sit down, there's a young lady that comes to you.
Oh, well, I hear the police.
No,
Yeah,
you
that sounds pretty
sick
accurate. Dude.
fuck.
That sounds pretty accurate. Well,
And she actually
Yeah.
goes and she asks you, it's like, do you want anything for eating or drinking?
Give me a bottle of your strongest drink.
Strongest drink.
I've had a tough
you
day.
really? Are you really?
Yes.
Thank you. Are you really ready for the strongest drink here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, sure. Do you would like a gallon or a mug?
a barrel.
Yes.
We'll go for a mug.
A mug? It's 5 copper piece.
All right.
Do you want anything to eat with that, or
Well,
Good
what do you
for food.
have on the menu?
You.
she brings out a menu, and there seems to be things like a pork, or, but it seems like it's all poor. It's all low price, and for your living, like you lived in some comfortable and wealthy places, so the price of these are kind of high in a way, and silver pieces, but everything costs like copper pieces here.
Hmm. No, I think I'm good without.
Sure. I'll bring the strongest drink. So she goes behind. I'm giving an opportunity to Rafa, Cap, or uh AJ, if you guys want to do
What?
something.
No.
You guys stay outside still.
I stay
What is?
outside.
I mean, I said I went in. What the fuck?
Fuck you. People terrify
Okay,
me.
I didn't heard it when you did. So Cap, you enters. You see the same thing that Rohan sees. So you see like it's kind of a beautiful place, well placed, and there's a kind of a lot of people.
Okay. Um.
Do you
Hmm.
make a bonfire?
Do you sit down at a table? Do you sit down at the table that Rohan is in, or do you even
I mean,
go
sure.
to
Sure.
someone else? Okay, so you sit down at the table of Rohan. While doing that, the man actually enters at this point because he's far annoyed of waiting with the door open, and actually someone screamed at him, let the door close, like, because it's all freezing the
Oh, I fixed it.
inside of the tavern. Rafa, what do you do? Rafa, did
He
you
said
came back?
BRB. I need this
Yeah,
back. I'm not back.
Finally, not back.
He said
Okay.
he was BRB like a bit ago, man.
I'll assume that he's gonna stay with you, AJ, for the moment.
Fuck, you're so fucking loud. Why are you so fucking loud? Ah! Oh, everyone's on
because-
100 because I'm
Hell
on the
yeah, dude.
VM.
I'm sorry.
Joke's on you. I'm already dead.
Fuck. It's because I'm at the top.
So, at that moment, the lady comes back,
Did
and
the
then
lady-
she just goes and she puts a mug of what's it to see seems to be their strongest ale, and she noticed you, Cap, and noticed the man, and she asked, "Do you need anything for drinking and eating?"
Um,
What if she's-
Bromo says that he'll take a glass of water.
What if she says no pets allowed and then kicks Brummel out and just leaves?
Just put him on a chair. Can we give Bromo a chair? Let's imagine that Bromos is sitting on a chair, okay?
You know what? I can
She-
conjure up a little magic chair for him.
Oh my
okay,
God.
you actually do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
poggers. You
What,
get
can you
gold.
can you just make a really like a bar stool kind of chair, but it's like really tiny but really tall, so it fits by
Like-
the table.
Nah, it can be up to 3 feet in any dimension.
Oh, well, that's not gonna work, is it?
Well, she
I mean, he
brings
can
out
still have a little
um,
seat.
she takes a mug that seems to be finished, and she just turn it around on the table. And actually, Brummel just sits on that.
You ever
Seems legit.
You ever mashed your enter key so hard that your screen begins to flicker? Because I just did that. That's
Do you
not
ever
good.
just not flicker your screen accidentally?
And other than that, the man that you guys were with in the chariot, did he told you his name yet or not?
I don't think so.
If
No, I'm
he
pretty sure I
was, I
didn't.
wasn't listening.
Okay, we're just making sure. So the man just goes and he tells, oh well, the usual, and she's like, okay, and she goes and she waits to see if you want to request cap or other than the cup of
I
water
shake my head.
as a no. Okay.
Yeah.
She goes and behind. Did you pay the Magne Rohan?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you drink?
Yes.
Well, I would like you to
Earth.
make a Constitution save.
Whee!
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm back.
No, you're not.
Piece of shit.
You're back
No,
to where
leave.
you came from.
Leave, peon.
Fuck off.
No.
Um, when when you drink it,
You
You're
die.
um,
Liver failure.
at first it seems like kind of sweet.
What?
It seems like kind of sweet at first. So like it's like really a good taste. Like for some homebrew uh ale, it's kind of really good. But after a good 5 to 10 minutes, you start to feel really dizzy.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's the stuff.
Is this what liver failure tastes like?
And for the moment, everything that is physic, you will have disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
So just don't be on Earth because there's physics on Earth.
When you're at Earth, when you're on Earth, but you're at a disadvantage.
what
Disabled.
what I mean by there is
Yeah, I know, Kevin. It's just
Yeah.
generalizing it like that made it a lot
okay.
stupider.
So
You try to lift yourself out of a chair, but you fall out of it.
Hey, that'd just be
at-
fun.
at that moment, Rafa,
You've
did you
probably
came
done
back?
that when drunk.
No, Rafa didn't. Okay, so the man goes and he actually ask to you, Rohan, You seem kind of well dressed to be in this town. Where you come
Uh,
from?
Um, that's a good question. Actually, I don't remember if I don't think I specified where any city name
Damn
and
good.
backstory.
Well, I mean, you could have been from Aglium.
Yeah, let's. All right. Let's say I come from Aglium.
So he goes and he's like, Aglium. Oh, that's pretty rich city in a way. Yeah. There's a lot of schools and institutions over there.
Quite boring, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
Uh,
I tried studying at one of them, but it was really fucking boring.
huh. Well, you learned me one. I always thought that it would have been good in my life to actually go there. And at that moment he goes and he's like he turns to you, Locke, and he goes and he's like, can I ask you about that little creature?
I nod.
Okay. And he goes and he's like, okay, I'm sorry for my indiscretion. I'll try to avoid next time asking.
Oh, fuck.
And he goes and he say,
Be gone, thought.
you said you didn't saw the twins, right?
That's right.
But how did the red plague look like?
Insert character description here.
Yes.
You guys don't remember how he looked like?
No.
Dude, I don't know. I don't
There is a
remember what I ate for
picture
dinner
on
yesterday.
there.
He was a tiefling. Yeah.
I don't remember what the
Yeah.
fuck I ate for
Tiefling.
dinner yesterday. Do you think I'd remember that?
I don't remember what your mom. Shut up, kid.
Well, yeah, he wasn't. He seemed to be a tiefling and wearing a red suit.
Hmm. That's really the correct description of him. And didn't you saw anyone else with him?
No, it was just him and the thugs he sent at us.
Hmm. Then can I ask you, from where did you came
The sewers.
before coming? You answer that?
No.
Bonfire.
Okay.
Well, you see, long story short, we we got teleported into an underground city of sorts, filled with goblins and whatnot, and we managed to escape from there and climbed up some sewers, and then we were in his territory apparently.
Hmm. You said you came from an, and he's trying to think like
If
where.
I mute, I'm probably talking on VR chat. By the way, just wanted to let you know. Not AFK.
Okay. He goes and he tries to actually understand like how did you guys ended up on the red plague, and he goes and he's like, that doesn't make sense. You guys came from the sewers.
Like, yeah, or what looked like sewers at least.
Yeah, no, you came from the sewers into the armory because we took the things that were in the armory from the sewers. But you said that you came before from where? Already?
Some underground city, uh,
And
apparently ruled by dwarves.
ruled by dwarfs. And he's like trying to think, and he goes and he say, Dangalore?
I don't know the name, but that might be it.
And actually, you remember the
You're
dwarf
also on my Discord.
actually told you
Uh,
about Dangalore being the city. And he goes and he's like, but Dangalore exists is still, if it's still up, that means that the jewel is still there.
oh,
That's why the
actually, some dude who could teleport stole that, and we couldn't stop him.
a guy that teleports and he starts to like
Yeah,
get a little bit.
it's because of him that we ended up in that city to start with, and then we met him again, and he held that jewel, and then he teleported away.
Then right now the red plague doesn't have any reasons to be here, or does he? And he just thinks, and he goes and he's like, "Were you after that jewel, or?"
No. Or, well, we met what we thought was a dwarf, who said he wanted to, like, make sure the jewel was there. And then, I don't know what happened to him, but he turned into some spider thing and chased us because he thought we had the jewel after the other guy stole it, and then we fled.
Oh, you probably met the famous Till, and he starts to try to kind of do some sort of magic. And at one point, he might managed to appear a paper, and it seems to be kind of a copy of what seems in a book. And he goes and he reads out loud. Benkem, the dwarf that got banished by Dangalar, a dwarf that the dwarf king that fled to his to his cowardness, and because of that, when he got caught by the other dwarves, he got changed by magic ways to a spider to keep the 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 no, I forgot the name, but the city in protection.
Oh, so
Well,
he was the cowardly king. He kept talking about before he revealed himself as a spider.
Huh. Well, it seems so.
Huh.
And he goes and he say, "Do you remember the name of who done the who stole the jewel?"
Did we even hear a name on that guy? I don't think so.
From the first session, but it's Arum.
Huh. Yeah, yeah. His name was Aram.
Hmm. That name tells me something. But the only reason why I see why the Red Plague would was here was to find that tell because of that jewel. If Arum has it now, do you have any place to sleep for tonight?
Well, I was thinking about sleeping in the tavern, like
Well,
renting a room.
I could invite you to let's say a hideout.
That would be nice.
And he tries to wait an answer from you, Locke, to see if you're okay with it too.
I give him a thumbs up.
And he goes and he's like, "Well then." And at that moment, he gets up, and actually, there's a man that just drops his L on the man, and you see that the man just goes, and he seems kind of mad. Goes and he's like, fucking drunk. Can't even see what they're doing.
I can clean that up if you wish.
No, it's okay. And he just goes in front, and I would like Luck and Rohan to make a perception check, but Rohan, you have disadvantage
Oh hell yeah!
since you see double right now.
Oh hell yeah!
Anyway,
Perception.
Well, this is illegal.
and Luck,
No, no, no. You can't make me do perception. I can't see.
You need glasses?
Oh,
you
okay.
can't speak,
9,
but
10, 11.
you can see.
No, I'm fucking disabled.
Um,
Is that in character or out of character?
In
I thought it
got
was
the
out of
switch.
character.
so Luck, you actually see that the man
Wow.
that threw
Thanks,
is
Kevin. I see.
oh okay. You see that
Go
the
ahead.
man that threw the L actually seems to have stole something of the pocket of the man you guys were talking to. Do you do something about it, or do you let it?
I I make lock lock. I'm lock. But I can technically talk third character like that because I
Yeah.
have 2 characters, but I'm not going to. I'll just make Bromo say stuff. What are you doing?
Stop! You violated the law.
Uh, yeah. Bromo says that, and the the man just turns around like, "Are you okay, Luck?"
I mean,
You violated the law.
hmm. What is even the appropriate thing to say to that?
Well, I don't even know what's going on. I've been zoned out.
Uh,
Well,
People stealing
you
stuff,
are
my
out of
lad.
the system right now because you
Just,
decided
just
to stay
say,
out.
hey, that dude's trying to steal from you.
Basically.
Okay, so you say that, and he just goes and he turns, and the
Beats
man
him
that
over the head.
just like was the hand in the pocket starts to run away from the tavern. Opens the door, and the man follows him. And actually, I would like Rafa. Did you came back?
Yes.
Well
I was
then.
about to ear rape you,
So,
sir.
Rafa and AJ, can you both make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh,
Okay. And so you guys both gets out at the right moment as a guy like burst through, and he just goes and he just starts to run away, and you see after the man the the guy from the chariot that starts to run after him.
boy!
Sprint.
So you
Like
you
that
go
song.
Sorry,
running.
this isn't Hearthstone.
Run.
We can't play the sprint card.
Yeah, you guys run after him.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yeah,
sure,
sure.
dude.
So you guys are in pursuit, and
Why'd you laugh, Rafa?
do you
Let me
guys
just shatter the
Yes, sir.
entire place.
does everyone has 30 feet, or someone as lower or higher than that?
I have 30 feet.
Okay.
69 feet. No,
Whoa, dude.
I'm 30 feet. It's fine. It's all good.
Okay. Luck.
What?
Suck
What's your
your
speed?
Asked if anyone didn't, and no one
Well,
answered, so I guess no
yeah.
one does.
He asked if
Well,
anyone had lower or higher.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not.
No. Okay. And Rafa, you don't have higher than that.
No, it's the
And-
usual.
Which
Yeah.
would be
Okay.
still the
So
same
you
question.
guys are in a pursuit, and you actually run. And at one point,
Do
the
you
man
die?
starts throwing things that are in his way, like some there was some box that he puts in front.
How
So
far ahead is he of me?
he's about 15 feet in front of him.
I want to just cast grease right in front of him with my last
Okay.
spell slot.
My God.
Do so.
This is actually going to become like an episode of a cartoon. Stop.
They're gonna slip and slide, boy.
So
Hell yeah, brother.
a
Told
dexterity
everyone that.
saving throw. So um, what's your save?
13.
He falls,
Yes.
and the men
Falls, knocks his
catch
head,
him,
and dies.
and the men like catch him, and you guys make it to the steel, the thief.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
go.
why'd you run, boy?
He looks at you and
Um,
he doesn't seem to speak.
Can
And
I
actually,
look and see if he has any weapons?
Another mute? Come on, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck
uh,
you.
you can look on him. That would be
Perception or investigation?
investigation. But if it's Rohan that makes it, it's with disadvantage. That's only.
If
No,
I use
I'm not
comprehend,
trying to search for anything. I'm just
Okay.
standing by, having
He's a
fun in my
clap.
drunken state.
Can I clap him
Yeah.
out of existence now?
Okay, so you actually look on him, and you actually sees that he seems to have a bottle of an identify liquid on,
Lovely.
and the other thing that he has seems to be the sign of the crow.
Rolled crit on a religion chest. Hmm.
chest, check. Sorry.
Cast him into the depths of hell.
So yeah, you actually finds that on him, and he goes and he looks at you, and you can see that the man actually when he turns around, you can see that he seems to be a tabaxi.
Oh, what?
I'll actually show you a picture of what
That's a cat.
yeah, no way.
Oh, do we have
It's-
engineered cat girls now?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. Okay, cone on that shit, brother.
KKK. No.
Ah, hell yeah, brother.
Uh,
Brother, you need me. Brother.
Brother,
Okay.
please.
just trying to find something. Where is it now? Okay. Just a second. I will actually get. There you go. He looks like that. If you guys
No.
want. That's what he looks like.
Kajit.
Yes.
I only see a Master Splinter. See a full
So
image photo?
basically, he's a monkey.
What the fuck?
He's basically a cat.
He's a cat man.
You're one to talk, Mr. Bugbear.
Hmm.
Good point. But yeah, he actually looks at you and he doesn't seem to answer.
Wow,
Lovely.
how rude! No.
Well,
Well,
he
I don't
shouldn't
even know
steal,
why.
you know.
I don't even know
Right.
why we chased after him. So you know.
I'm not sure either, but he started running after Brummel,
Oops.
fucking screaming at him. So fun times.
Hey,
Rommel
man.
slaps him in the face and says, "Talk to us."
Brummel slaps
Yeah,
him.
yeah, of course.
Can we got
Brummel
his tail?
needs to beat the shit out of him.
Um, do you have the stats of Brummel?
You want to slap him? Not hard, even. Like, what the fuck? And yes, I do.
You do? Okay, wait a minute. Does a 20 hit his AC?
I mean, of course. What the fuck?
Why would you ask that?
He's like
So,
actually a
he
potato.
takes 4 damage.
I don't even know if he has 4 health, dude.
Let's
He
see.
could- I don't actually know if he has health. I don't know.
He has 5, so
Well, shit.
he has 1 right now.
See, this is why Bromwell is the best
but
character in the game.
But the moment that Brummel slaps him, the man just starts to bite him,
Suarez.
almost
Couldn't
eating
even
him.
kill him. Fucking SMH, dude.
This is Sticks all over again. Sticks, you've been replaced.
But he's almost eating Brummel.
Well, that's not very nice.
That's for the
Can
best
we-
at this point.
Can we attempt to separate him from Brummel?
Yeah, you can. Well,
Yes.
you're able to do it.
I would like to do that.
And he goes and he's like, he's still like chained by the man, and the man tries to like find answers of him. He's like, "Can you speak? God damn it!" And
And
the
he
man doesn't
replies, I
answer.
refuse.
And the man actually
Oh.
doesn't answer.
Oh no.
He just looks.
Let's cut his tail.
No,
Doesn't
Or-
seem to understand.
we could
neither.
use it.
I have an idea for a model. I want to attempt. I am
Well, I
from
don't-
Wakanda.
Well, I don't know what to do with this that person.
Can I? I don't know. I don't know.
He goes, the man goes and he's the not the thief but the guy from the chariot. He goes and he's like, well then, I guess I'll bring him to the hideout and lock him in when I'll be able to. So he starts to like chain him better around like his neck and stuff.
We can
And
give him a gag ball.
and he brings him back to the chariot.
Silver giant.
Silver chariot. Stop this.
So
You just tell me to stop. Did you just hear what you just said?
No, I'm tripping.
you guys go back to the cart, or
Yeah, I
Yes.
suppose.
as you go back to the cart, the man goes and he's like, I'm sorry for what just happened there. Normally I would notice.
Nah, it's fine. We stopped him.
Sit though.
And he goes and you say, by the way, did I actually present myself?
I don't believe you did, sir.
Seems like I didn't.
Wow.
Well then. People call me by my last name. Mortaris. I don't
What?
use my first name for some reason.
For some reason. Okay.
I see you are a man of culture.
And he goes and he's like, I'll just warn you. It's not your normal hideout in a way. that um you see people and that is kind of feel more secure.
What is a normal hideout? Like, what the fuck?
Well, let's
Well,
look.
normal, normal hideouts of
Normal, like, yeah.
some soldiers or
Honestly,
things like that.
I don't know, man. I haven't been in a lot of those. I don't know what a normal one is, but I get what you mean, yeah.
And
Well, as long as I can have a bed or at least something soft to sleep in, I'll be fine.
yeah, you probably will. So he starts
Never make that
to
sound
go
again.
the with the card, and the card starts, and it's kind of it takes like a good time, like for about an hour, and
Hmm.
at one point it stopped suddenly.
Just like sudden stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Seems like you guys like are stopped by something.
Well, can I tell what's happening outside? Or peek out.
From where if you are in the cart, no. To get out of the cart, you would need to get out from the back.
All right. Well, we're stopped anyway, so why not go out and check it?
Okay. Does anyone else gets out of the cart or?
Sure.
Okay, so AJ too. Okay, so you both get out of the car, and you actually see it seems to be a shadowy figure in front of the cart, and it seems to be standing in front of the horse.
Hmm. I use mage hand to touch him
Oh, do I have to
on the
call the police
shoulder.
again?
You
On
want
the
a room?
shoulder.
And at this moment, you see uh, that it actually passed through,
Oh.
and the motorist goes and he's like, "Well then, seems we're there."
Well, we're at our destination.
Yeah, we are. And he gets out, and you see that the shadowy figure that is in front seems to looks at him and place himself a little bit on the side, and there seems to be a door appearing.
Whoa. That's pretty cool.
And he goes and he say, "So, like I said, it's not your normal hideout." And he opens the door to what leads to a street. Actually, a street. Well, it's kind of a way, like in the manner when you have you have the court and you have the house in the middle. Well, that's basically it. He
Huh.
opened the gatehouse, the gate door. Well, yeah, gate door. There you go. So, and he actually brings the tabaxi with him, and he goes and he say, "You can follow. The horse will find their way of uh to place themselves and to hide. Don't worry about it."
Well, all right. I'll stroll in, I suppose.
Okay. Locke, Rafa, AJ,
Yes.
Sure.
you guys gets inside the.
Yes.
Okay. So as you get inside, it seems like you are in another place, or even another plane, and he goes. The man goes and he's like, "Well then, welcome to
Hell.
this hideout. Um, often called um." Sorry, I'm just trying to find back the name because I have it down,
Ooh.
but I kind of lost it. Mirkwood. There we go.
Mirkwood, more like Gaywood. Ah, got
Ah.
him.
And he goes and he says, there's gonna be a man inside, and he's kind of against my ideas sometimes. I would say actually often. So be careful and be ready for whatever he's gonna probably get mad, and he just gets inside uh the house that I'm just gonna bring them up now. There we go.
All right.
So yeah, he actually gets in the house.
Oh,
Did I
Uh,
bring you on the good map? Yeah, okay.
yeah, I follow suit.
lovely. I
Okay.
feel like I'm going to learn wizard spells in that house.
Well, isn't that exciting?
No,
Spells
not
are
really.
always fun.
And as you get in, it seems to be dark. Like really dark.
Even for
A dark vision person. Yep.
Sindri. Sindri.
well, is it too dark to see anything, or is it just dark?
It's dark to see anything.
Well, I mean, we almost all of us have night vision. It's fine.
No, he said even for people
A
with
dark vision, you guys can't seem to see anything in it.
But that means there's nothing. What? Nani? Hmm.
any lights
What?
to turn on in this place.
You can try to see if there's light.
I was kind of asking.
Now is the
whether
time to make a
but
bonfire.
Maybe.
Suppose I'll light my torch then.
As you light your torch disappears from your hand, and plenty of torch appears along walls that you now see.
Huh.
Making light into the alley, the corridor. Sorry.
Well, that's rather cool.
And as you do that, you see a man at the end of the corridor that just goes and he says, Mortaris, who did you bring? And Mortaris seems to not answer to that, and actually you hear noise which seems to be coming from upward than you.
I look up.
You see a ceiling. And the man goes and he actually disappear from where he was, from where you guys saw him, and he actually appears not even 5 foot away of you, and he looks like this.
Oh, why, hello there.
Well, shit.
Nice to meet you.
I guess we are dead.
He goes and he's like, I'm not. It's not a pleasure to meet you. It's not actually normal to meet you. Why are you here?
What do you mean is not normal to me?
Well, Mr. Morturus offered us a place to sleep and brought us here.
And he brings people now. Doesn't
Well,
he understand the concept of what is a hideout?
well,
And
it's
he seems in
probably
his
because
world.
we killed a bunch of the Red Plagues guys after they attacked us.
And how did he confirm that?
He saw all of the dead bodies near us.
I swear.
You can ask him more about the details. I don't know, man.
Yeah, he goes and he's like, "Ah, I swear. I hate this man. I hate this man." And he goes and he's like, well then, it seems like I'll need to actually speak that to him. And he present his hand in front. And to all of you, you guys see a hand appears in front of you as he does that.
As in, like,
He's waiting
Uh,
for someone to shake it.
oh, well, I'll gladly shake his hand.
Shake his hand with mage hand. Do it. No ball.
Yes!
No ball, please.
Yes, I'll do it.
I realize that you're doing will probably kill you.
I would
not
love
really.
to.
It won't
I
kill
don't
you.
care. Worthy sacrifice. If you won't do it, I'll do it.
You know, if it's a worth a sacrifice, I'll burn him on the bonfire for extra food, you know?
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
summon
wherever
my
T-posing
clear, like,
wagon here.
my mage hand, which clearly looks like it's drawn
No, you?
just for the artist flourish, and shake his hand with it.
so you're casting Mage Hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
You explode.
Um,
Worth it.
what the other does?
I
Because
exist
you
in the
guys
same
has,
area as him, unfortunately. No.
you guys
Oh,
has
yeah.
this a hand too in front of you. Like a hand appeared in front of all of you.
That's handy.
Someone here with
Let's do a
knives.
weird
What the
handshake.
That
I'm gonna fucking
word fun.
die, dude.
That word fun. Damn.
I'm gonna die. I mean, I don't know. I grab it.
Okay. Other than that, Rafa and AJ.
Is there a
Yes, let's do
tiny
a
hand
weird
I've not been
handshake.
paying
roll?
attention. I'm really sorry. I've not been paying attention.
Take the hand, AJ.
Then fucking exit VR chat and pay attention.
No.
There.
Can I?
I
what,
said
what,
that
what-
there's a hand in front of all of you, and
Shake it with mage hand.
you're gonna do it too. Wait, do you
Yes.
have a mage hand?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm an Eldritch Knight, motherfucker.
Oh, true. So,
Oh no, I only have burning hands.
wait, you have burning hands.
Fuck yeah, I'm stepping it up. Burning
You're
hands.
actually using your burning head.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
You actually use your burning head, and as the moment you do that, how many HP do you have?
40.
You fall asleep.
Oh.
So as Rohan.
Hey, no, I don't fall asleep.
You have how much HP?
I am immune to getting put to sleep by
Oh.
magic.
True. Good point. So you don't fall asleep, but you get the feeling of the magic that he used, and he didn't even move. He
Tingles.
didn't even flinch, and you just see behind Zalia that just falls,
It was totally worth it.
and some smoke comes out of of his eyes.
You, sir, are an interesting man.
Dude, he fucking vapes.
Yo, what the fuck?
He goes and he say, "I hate when people disrespect me."
Well, I
Well, it's kind of hard
apologize
for me to
dearly.
disrespect because I can't speak. I mean, I can. Don't.
And he goes and he say, "So, as I was about to say before, this men decided to almost burn me.
Almost.
I want to present myself. My name is Mirkwood."
Oh,
Marquette?
As the building. Actually, it's my building, so I called it like that.
well, nice
And
building.
he goes and he he say, "By the way, if you want to kill me, as your friend almost wanted to do, it's gonna take a little bit more than little simple magic trick."
Down.
No worries. I'm not here to make enemies.
Well then, I think it's understood. And he goes and he says, "So, from what I actually, I need to check actually the spell. Uh, oh, that's what I wanted.
Yes.
Okay, can you all make a other than Zalia that is right now asleep? Can you all make a wisdom saving throw?
Probably not, but I'll do it.
Even if I did make one, I would have failed.
Okay.
I'll do it. Give me a second. I was making a good quality mem, yes?
Listen,
Well,
I'm trying to
fuck.
make a quality meme.
No, I'm trying to make a quality mem. What the fuck?
I'm trying to make Zero to become a
Want me to do a
ghost.
wisdom save? I don't know how to do that.
How
Well,
to
this is
do that?
Brommel.
Yeah,
Nani?
But no. It's this Brommel, but it's on lock.
This
So
is-
fuck yeah.
yeah.
And Rafa?
Wait.
And actually,
Wisdom
can you
saving
roll
throw.
me Brummel
Oh,
too?
shit. Wait.
Yes. Somehow, I guess. Just give me a second here.
It's just a wisdom check.
Yeah, I know. I know what it is, dude. Okay, let's
So
see.
Rafa, can you make a wisdom,
Well,
please?
Oh, okay. He
Okay.
doesn't even have a modifier yet. He just got a natural 20.
So
Brommel fucking
he
dies.
goes. And what is on your trains of thought right now of your characters?
That this man is interesting and that this whole building is very cool.
Okay. Um, Rafa and Luck.
what?
I'm just wondering what the fuck is happening, dude.
Okay. And Rafa, what is the thoughts that your character is having right now?
Um, I don't know. I just seeing like how is this? Callum just fall asleep next to me. It was kind of scared.
It's not like him in real life.
So he goes and he's the first thing he says goes and he says, "Well, you are in Mirkwood, first of all, and actually it's a hideout. for special agents that I recruit myself.
Special needed agents.
And he actually turns to you, Locke, and he goes and he say, and actually, it's kind of a magic place and magical house from a different plane of existence, and really, there's not much happening other than that. And he turns to Eurofa and he goes and he says, and other than that, I just want to let you know that if your friend falled over here, it's because she took and deserved it.
She shook the wrong hand.
So
She tried to attack me, so you don't need to worry about me. I'm not a harmful person. And he goes and he says, so from what I understand, you guys uh met a certain Arum,
Yes,
and this man actually stole the jewel from Dengalar.
that is correct.
The fuck is that? Oh my god.
And he goes and he says, I'm just not kind of sure. But if I have to make assumption to be fast, the Red Plague, since he wasn't with with the twins when you guys saw him earlier this night, that would mean that he is working with someone else, someone new, because he probably killed the two twins. And that person would be Arum. And he goes and he raises his head and he's, did you met Arum personally? And he answers his own question by saying, oh, no, okay. Okay, so he stole the country's vault. He found the country's vault. Oh, that's impressive. And at that moment, he goes and he's like, well, and in the same time, you met, okay. And he just goes and he's like, well, then, you guys qualify for being not uh harmful for me, at least.
Well, that's good news.
except for the one that is sleeping.
Don't worry. Like I said, it takes a lot more to hurt me. It's just that I don't like being kind of scratched, or, you know, my clothes are kind of really personal. And he goes and he said, so, welcome to the Mirkwood.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
I'll be talking to you in the morning when you guys will have took some hours of sleeping, and we'll be able to question the man that you arrested this night in the same time on his doings.
Righto, sounds good.
And at that moment, he disappears.
One now.
Well, I suppose
He go
I
poof.
will try and find a bedroom.
Okay,
Put in
leaving
sleep.
Zalia behind.
Oh,
Yes.
uh, well,
She's on the ground right now in the corner.
well, I guess we can try to wake her, but it's like a magical sleep. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? I use Mage Hand to slap her a couple times across the face. Not hard though. Just to try and wake her.
Harder, daddy.
No.
Harder, daddy.
No,
I
I refuse.
see.
Checking something. Yeah.
Yes.
So do you try to hurt her. Oh, okay. No, you just slap her. Okay. So, you actually get back awake, Azalea. You're back awake,
Yay.
but you don't seem to understand what happened, nor do you have the memory of what happened.
A little tip: do not try to attack the masked figure this building. He will kill you or make you sleep. Best case.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm off to find a bedroom.
Okay, so you get upstairs, you find one of the bed, and there seems to be enough room for all of you. When you get upstairs, you see that there's open doors that seems to be for guests, like if he
Lovely.
was waiting for someone, expecting someone to be more precise. So you get to sleep.
There we go.
Yeah.
What did you just say? My audio just cut out.
I said that you found some bed, a bed.
Okay.
So you're gonna go sleep.
Can I do my weapon
Good.
bond thing first?
You're gonna bond with your
Uh,
weapons, and no,
yeah.
what the
Yes.
fuck? I don't want to be in the same
Yes.
room with
You
this
can do that
thing
before getting to sleep.
again.
It's
Mm,
okay. You guys all have a room. But yes, you
You
can
better not
actually
make
do
too
it.
much noise, my dude.
Zalia.
I bond with the rapier.
You
Okay.
bond with the rapier, huh?
And Rafa and Locke, you guys get to sleep too.
Of course.
Okay. So you get to sleep, and as who would sleep the less? Now that I think about it, since I know that there's some race that sleeps less hours. Is there some people that sleeps less, or everybody sleeps 8 hour?
Um, you know, I sleep normal.
I don't know.
Well, if it doesn't say
I
in
I,
the
I
race, it should be.
would assume I just sleep normally.
Yeah, I'm saying that because of the elves can go to trends in a way. Anyway, I guess that you don't. So you guys actually wakes up at the same time, and you see the masked man who seems to be standing up in front of your beds to each of you.
Lovely.
Why, hello there. Have you been staring at me while I was sleeping?
Hello there, General Kenobi.
And he goes and he's like, "No, actually, you are seeing one form of me right now. I was just waiting that you guys got back awake,
Get the fuck
and
up.
actually, I wanted to." And he actually says that to the four of you, and he goes and he's like, "I just wanted to tell you that we lost the man, the tabaxi.
Oh, be gone.
Um,
Beyond thought.
no, because he can't escape my um door without my permission. And
Okay.
weirdly enough, we know where he is and we know what he's doing, but we lost him in a way. He's not dead. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
But I would like you guys to actually get back down, please. Um downstairs."
All right.
And at that moment the image disappears as he finished his message.
Hold on.
Wow, we.
I don't have any spells. prepare anything. So yeah,
You have your
My
I'm
meme
spell.
is
downstairs.
ready.
It's
Yeah,
along
but
the
I don't
street.
have any. Like I don't need to change anything right now.
Okay.
Prepare.
So
I'm heading down.
okay, and Cap.
Sure.
Okay, AJ.
Yes.
Going back as well.
Okay, so you guys all get downstairs, and you see the masked man is there, and he seems still confused. He's trying to understand what is happening.
Uh, so what's the whole situation like again? The
To explain fast. Sorry for that. To explain fast. And he just goes, and he seems to put his hand together as if he's holding a ball, and he opens it, and you see what seems to be a kitten in his hand.
is that the tabaxi we brought in?
It is. That's the weird part about it.
Hmm.
The tabaxi became a kitten.
Just don't.
Do we keep him as a pet? Nah, I have no idea what we would do about this.
He goes and he says, um, I kind of never heard about much about transmutation magic, to be honest, but that's a new form. Being able to change reality to the point that you make a cat become a man for I don't know how much time did he, but
Oh,
yeah, it seems like someone is able to turn some armless animals to people.
so that's why he didn't answer us on this.
Well, that's not good.
And he goes and he says, yeah, probably. He probably didn't answer because of that, not knowing any language, since he still keeps some sort of reality with his cat form. And from what I can go with what your memories that I read yesterday, um, Locke, you actually saw the man trying to
Oh shit.
steal from the from say my bad acolyte, but actually, um, from my guessings, he probably had some food in his pocket, like he always does, some snacks, and he was trying to steal it. Although, I kind of have an idea of who it can be. And since I don't really have time for doing that, would you mind taking it care for me?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
do it. I'll do it.
Yeah. Let's take care of a kitten.
Although, since you are able to actually do magic, I would just want to make sure. Can you all make some sort of magic to see if it would be you by any
I
chance?
blaze a bonfire. Even if it
um,
wouldn't work, you can see the
Can
wood
you
at least.
can you click on the spell for checking something? Would it?
Oh, probably. Can I?
hmm.
Yeah, of course I can. I mean, it's flammable, so I mean, it's flames, my dude.
Hmm.
The bonfire ignites flammable object in an area that aren't being worn or carried.
I could also just shatter, but that would hurt anyone.
What is your spell save DC?
Not good enough. 13.
Okay. Um, can you roll me a D8,
No.
please? Okay.
I explode.
As you put the bonfire somewhere that no one is in, I guess.
Yeah, preferably.
As you do that, you see that the masked man seems to be on fire right now. And he's
Ah.
like, he goes and he just looks at himself and he's like, it's starting to feel like I'm getting hurt or something. And he looks at your bonfire and he goes and he says, it's probably the reason. And he starts
Brummel
to
says, you
actually,
think so?
he starts to tap the fire out of his robe.
Damn, dude.
So we just cast any spell.
Yeah,
That's
you just wanted to see your magic abilities.
well. If I can recall how the like the crystal gem thing that Aram stole, I would like to try and make a miniature copy of that with minor conjuration.
Okay, so you do that, and he goes and he says, "Did you do something?"
Yeah, I made this little thing.
It doesn't seem like he knows what you're talking about.
Hold on. Then I'll just cast Mage Hand, I guess.
And at that moment, he goes, he's like, "Oh," and he just like sees the hand, and he's like, "Okay," and he turns to you, Azalea, since you tried to cast a spell yesterday. So we guessed.
I don't actually know if that has any like noticeable visible effect. Sorry, but I'm just gonna click on it. It just stabilizes someone. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
is there, like any visible effect to it?
Yeah, that's basically, yeah. So you do that, and he sees that there seems to be magic that you're casting, and he tries to.
Goodbye, thought. Who left?
No one, the bot did.
Yeah.
Was the
And
bot here
he
for so
goes
long? What
and
the fuck?
and he goes and he's like,
It
"Oh,
says all.
well."
It said all users have left the voice channel. What?
He goes and he's like, he says, "Well, it's not much of a new thing. Uh, it's actually Spare of the Dying," and he looks
Oh.
and he actually he looks at the stuff. Are you okay?
No, I've made a
Okay.
monstrosity.
And he goes and he says, "Okay, well, for sure, your magic can probably beat him. And even if you don't have magic, you probably have some physical abilities. It's just that I have nothing to test that. I'm more of a magical being, as you might have noticed.
Oh, really? I thought you were a ranger.
Pretty sure he's just a really buff druid.
And he goes and he says, "Well then, I'll be transmitting to your mind an emplacement of where I determined the provenance of the origin of where the magic got caused. And at that moment, you seems to have you guys. Can you guys actually all make a wisdom saving throw before?
Haha, time to die. Haha.
I can do that. I'm good at that.
18,
Haha.
3, and 8. Okay, the Locke and
good.
Callum.
See, the two people said that said they were good at dying. Fucking dies. No.
Wisdom and Callum, you
Die. This is just
you
you suffer mental feedback and fucking go insane.
you take 7 psychic damage.
Psychic. Yeah.
Psychic, sorry,
Okay.
psychic damage.
Oh no, now I'm at 33. Well, that's just crippling.
Wow,
And you
dude.
don't seem to have
I
the
had
new
taxol. I mean,
information. You don't seem to have the new information since your mind isn't really prepared for things like that. Seems
what,
like
I
it was
wanted it
like
to begin
there was
with.
so much things that appeared in your head.
Dude, what I said earlier
heard.
was Brommel explodes with knowledge. It's fucking true, guys.
Oh, can you make a wisdom save? Actually, yeah. Can you make a wisdom save for Brummel?
Dude, Brommel fucking explodes, guys.
Can you make Brummel?
Brommel
okay,
fucking
Brommel is
doesn't
okay.
explode.
Brummel is okay.
Sindri, I learned how to
My big brain can handle the information.
I learned how to use pains to fucking cover up what my avatar is. In like the best way.
But yeah,
Nice.
you guys are able to determine that like where it is precisely from outside the plane. Like you know the map of the place
Mhm.
and you know precisely where it came from. And actually, I'm gonna end the session today on that.
No, wait. I have a meme. You gotta wait for this meme, okay? It's
Is
a
it
good
a
meme.
Jojo?
No, it's a good meme. I could have done a JoJo meme earlier when you said I refuse, but you know.
Yeah, I remember when you saw that, I see.
You said he
Megaland.
imprinted sort of a map to the source of some magic.
Yeah. Well, like it's more like a GPS tracker in a way of where the magic came from.
GPS button mage. Hello.
When you're gonna get out of the plane, you're gonna hear a voice saying, "Next turn, turn right."
Oh no! How do we get it out?
Okay.
So yeah.
This is basically when you don't touch his clothes, okay?
Okay.
When you touch,
Yeah.
oh, if you've red-eyed his little holes, I swear to God. Oh no.
This is when you touch his clothes. It's
Cool.
fucking deep fried. Oof, it's perfect. Yeah, that's all. That's all I have. Or I mean, wait a second. I want to try something.
So, that magic GPS is like pointing us in the direction of Arum, or was it
Keep it
something?
Yes.
Or do we
That
like?
you
Just going to sit on the floor.
Okay, we don't know. We just know it's.
Correct.
You know
some
where
sort of
it's the
magic.
source. Yeah.
Okay. Then I have that in mind. Because I should write notes. Oh.
Oh no, that's wrong. There we go.
Well then.
Oh, come on. Let's see. Let's make this work.
By the way, I started JoJo. Since
Good.
everyone was
Very nice.
It's a new season as
annoying
well.
me with it. Because as you guys made a JoJo reference, my A group did JoJo reference too, and it was really annoying. And like everyone was telling me, watch it, watch it. And I was like, I swear to God, if someone tells me again to watch it, I won't watch it. And they all shut it up, shut up about it. And I was
We
like,
definitely
okay, I
won't if
might.
you do that to us. I'm just saying.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. So I finished part 1 in one day yesterday.
Nice.
Gentle, one of the most gentlemen men I'll ever hear about.
Yeah, and after him, they're pretty much all douchebags.
The second one is Joseph.
Even,
Yeah.
even Jotaro.
Like Joseph is more of a player, but like they're pretty much
Okay, from
they would
your
disappoint
opinion,
Jonathan.
from your opinion, which one of the JoJos is the best one?
Joseph
Joseph. Okay.
is my favorite.
Cap.
What?
Which
I
of
don't
the
know.
JoJos do you like the
I don't
most?
know, dude.
You need to give an answer.
I can't.
God damn it! Why did you do that?
Dang. Can't put one fucking enemy before you make a meme.
No. Can't.
It's the same thing about the bugbears. God damn it.
Can't. Dude, I can
I
make
need
it
to
better.
find it back, but I don't see
Find
it.
it better. Dude, let me just space out the eyes.
Eyes. Image.
Space out the eyes.
Yeah, you heard me.
Where is it? I'm pretty sure you put it in the Discord, right?
What?
Something about
D-
bugbear.
No, not the bugbears. Sorry, the good big the big meaty guys that you did a meme about, like the
Oh.
the
Oh.
Pepper Perry meme.
Yeah. It's somewhere around there.
It's in the Discord, right?
Probably.
No, it's in the Roll20. Sure, never mind.
Why the fuck did I just summon a tree? Why is his eyes gone? What the fuck?
Okay, because I heard someone says that like in my group A that said like Joseph is like the worst. Like he was like so like against it because all the other players said that Joseph was the best one, and I was like wondering if it was actually the favorite out of most people. Because this guy is kind of weird. Normally he's like, no, I don't like any of opinion.
Dude, I just made him so much better. This is how his eyes should have worked. Trust me.
Sorry, I needed to actually do that.
This is how his eyes should work.
God damn it.
They're not even connected to his body anymore. They're just floating in front of him. This is him looking to the right.
But yeah, did you like the session or?
Yeah,
It's pretty good. What happens if I just
it was spicy.